What's going on, guys? So today I have a very important call for you, real estate agents. Okay. Today's call is going to be in regards to four questions that you need to be asking yourself about your real estate career moves. Okay. Whether that means you are focusing on a new lead type or focusing on a new marketing strategy or focusing on changing a brokerage, whatever it may be, changing the people you hang around, changing your team, changing your organization, changing. Here are four questions that you need to ask yourself, okay, before you actually do this. Okay, it could be even to the drastic level of, I think I'm leaving the business. Before you do that, let's talk about some questions here that I have presented for you guys. So let me get and share my screen for you, and we'll go on in. Before I actually share the screen, though, guys, I please, it would make the world and mean the world to me, excuse me, if you would subscribe to this channel and hit that like button. It really does help the channel a lot and helps me out a lot. Just continue to be able to make videos like this for you guys. So let's get into this. Okay, again, my name is Brian Quick. I'm a real estate agent with eXp Realty in Mooresville and Charlotte, Lake Norman area. I've been in this business for about 3.5 years now, and I'm loving it. And life is good, business is good, and I hope that it's the same for you. So if not, let's answer some of these questions for you. Okay, so let's get in here. All right. So four questions that you must answer about your real estate career moves. All right, let's get into this. All right. So when it comes to your real estate career, you probably have heard the saying, it's the top producers and then the rest. Okay. And if you go into your MLS and you take a look at who's producing, it's kind of hard to deny that there is some truth to that. You see, the data shows that around 25% of the agents out there are handling over 75% of the real estate deals slash transactions out there. It really is survival of the fittest in this business. You cannot make a great living as a real estate agent if you're in the bottom 50%. I want you to really think about that. You really cannot make a true big, nice living or even comfortable living if you're in the bottom 50%. So if that's you right now, before you throw your hands up and decide to quit, I don't want you to do that. Let's think about why you really got into this business. I want you to really think about that. Why did you get into this business in the first place? And once you come to that conclusion, is quitting really worth it? Okay. It's time to get real with yourself. Okay. So, what I want you to do, and I want to hold each other accountable here, and there is no judgment, at least from me. And if someone is going to start trashing you in the comments, I'll get rid of that because I want you to feel comfortable within this channel. Let me know below in the comments why you truly got into the real estate business. What was it that got you into it? Was it freedom? Was it that you could work for yourself? That you wanted to make a good living? That you love serving people? What is it that you wanted to do? And why is it that you got into the business? You see, there really is no point in continuing in this business, especially in the direction that we're going, if you're only wanting it to be a bare minimum agent, because you're just going to tread water. Okay. So, as I said before, here are the four questions that you need to ask yourself right now that really truly may determine the future of your business. Number one, do you see big changes in the business and how do they make you feel? Do you actually see what's going on in the business or are you oblivious to it? And if you do see it, how does it make you feel? So I got two thoughts here. One, let's talk about the NAR settlement. The first thought, the NAR settlement. How do you truly feel about this? Does this NAR settlement make you feel nervous and make you feel like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do now? Oh my gosh, I'm so stressed about this. Or does this NAR settlement excite you? And does it get you ready to use it for leverage? Does this change help you leverage your business, or are you super scared of what's about to happen? You see, if you want to be successful in this business or really anything in life, you must embrace change. Every single change especially in this business, is a new opportunity for leverage and for excellence and for you to stand out above the rest. If this settlement is making you crawl into a hole and worry about your business, you either need to surround yourself by different people who are going to encourage you and teach you how to get into this business with this change, or possibly maybe do need to look at a new career. Okay. My second thought, if you are on the right real estate team, surrounded by the true, everybody out there calls themselves top producing agents. I'm talking about the true top producing agents. Okay, if you are on the right real estate team, surrounded by the true top producing agents, then you are in the right place. If you are not truly surrounded by top producing agents, I'm talking about top producing, then you're in the wrong place. You see, the top producing agents should be the agents getting all the business. It should be that way. If you're not a top producing agent, then you don't need business. It's a hard truth to swallow. And this is why. Because if you are a top producing agent, that means the clients that you are serving are being served the way they deserve. Okay. If you're wanting to be that agent, then you need to be around the right people and you need to want to serve people the way they need to be served, excuse me. Okay. Number two, where do you rank today? Do you know the answer right off the top of your head? If you do not know the answer right off the top of your head, then you probably are not a top producing agent. Top producing agents know their numbers. I know for me that I am in the top 1.5% of agents out of the 96,000 agents at eXp Realty globally. I am in the top 1.5% out of the 96,000 agents at eXp globally. I know this. You must know where you are and where you stand in your business so that you know where you need to go. Okay, it is very important to be honest with yourself and look at the facts. And then once you get that number, ask yourself this question: why is this where I rank? Why am I here and not here? If you're not a top producing agent, what are you doing to not be a top producing agent? And if you are a top producing agent, what are you doing to be a top producing agent? See, that is one of the biggest things for me that I love investing in agents in my organization to give them the details to become a top producing agent. Agents in my organization who are not top producing, I love investing in them so that they can become a top producing agent because I want everyone, for first of all, I want everyone to be a top producing agent. Secondly, there's enough people out there in this world so that you can be a top producing agent. And if we are only top producing agents out in this business, that means people are truly getting the services they need. If you're not a top producing agent, you need to know why you're not, and are you surrounded by people who are? And if those people who are top producing agents are not willing to help you, then you're still around the wrong team. You're not around the right people. You need people who are actually top producing agents who are willing to invest in you if you truly want to be a top producing agent. Number three, where do you truly want to rank? Okay, I'm not joking on this. Where do you want to rank in your brokerage? Where do you want to rank? Are you content with being in the bottom? Are you content with being in the middle? Are you content with being in the top 10%, 5%? See, so many agents say they want to be top producers and millionaires, but are they really doing the work that is required? And more importantly, are you? Let's think about this in three steps. Think about your career and where you ranked in 1 year. And then if you've been in the business for at least 5 years, I haven't, I've been in the business for 3.5. So I'm thinking in 3.5. But if you've been in the business for 5 years, have you looked at the growth that you've had from year one to year five? Has your numbers been increasing every year? And if you decide that you want to retire or get out the business, did you end off your career lower than what you peaked at, or did you end your career at a peak? See, I get it. This isn't a fun dreaming exercise, but you need to stand and the place that you are right now and look at where you want to go from a distance, because there is probably a lot of ground between those 2 points. If you are happy with barely just getting by, that's fine. But you got to be real with yourself about that. See, once you have those visions dialed in, ask yourself why those destinations are important to you. See, I teach the agents in my organization that when you put reason behind the goal, you are more inclined to reach it. Here's a little secret. You're either on your way up or you're on your way down. You're not flatlining. You're either going down or you're going up. Which one are you? Number 4, where do you need help or guidance? You see, as I already mentioned, real estate is business of domination or drowning. This is a competitive business and it always will be, guys. You're either dominating or you're drowning. So here's a fun little fact that I'm sure we already know. No one does anything great alone. No one does anything great alone. You can do good alone. You can do okay alone. You can do average alone, but you can't do great alone. You're going to need help, whether that be an assistant, a therapist, a coach, or a good set of agents around you. You're going to need someone there with you, to be there for you, encourage you, motivate you, teach you, guide you, correct you. Do not try this business alone, guys. Do not do it. That is just unwise. See, my organization, the Wolfpack and EXP Realty, is currently producing more top agents than any other organization at EXP Realty. And EXP Realty, the brokerage itself, is the #1 brokerage in sales volume year over year. What does that mean exactly? Well, guys, that means that my organization, the Wolfpack, has your back. We got our agents' backs. We all have mentors in the organization from my top tiers down below to me, and we are all here to help each other grow. Okay. So here's my call to action for you guys. Okay. There is something that I tell every agent who is considering joining my organization, the Wolfpack and EXP Realty. We can't help you if you truly don't want to improve. If you truly don't want to improve, we can't help you. If you want to improve, if you want to grow your business, if you want to surround yourself with top producing agents, then guys, take this chance and book that one-on-one call with me with the QR code, coming up on the next slide. All right, hear me out on this. There are no contracts at EXP. I've talked to so many other agents that are in like a contract that are like stuck at a brokerage for an X amount of years. Okay. There are no contracts at EXP that is going to make you stay. If you join the EXP organization and you hate it, you can leave. No harm, no foul. You can leave. If you don't get what I'm promising you for this, you can leave. No harm, no foul. But there is value in being brave. There is value in committing to something great. There is value in surrounding yourself with the best people who want the best for you. If you truly want to take your career to the next level, then here's this QR code right here. Scan this QR code, take your phone, look at the QR code, scan it. It's going to take you guys right to a meet and greet calendar with me. And I would love for you to schedule that call with me. And we can just talk about your numbers. We can run over numbers. We can talk about, what you need. And specifically if that's something that we can provide for you. We can run your numbers from what you produced in 2023 to see what that would look like at EXP. At the end of the call, you do not have to join. There's no pressure or anything in that nature. But I believe it's important that you know the truth and that you know the facts. Okay. And you need to ask yourself these 4 questions. Okay, you must ask yourself these four questions, because if you don't ask yourself these four questions, you're always going to be in a series of not knowing or wondering what you should be doing, where you need to be, what you need to be doing. Could you be doing more? Are you doing less or not? So, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe. Guys, thank you so much for being here with me. You guys have a great week, and I'll see you later. Bye.